Welcome to BCPSLS React. Today we'll walk through the respond form of the BCPSLS React system. So just to walk you through your investigation. Once you receive a link in your email indicating that you are a designated responder for a React record, click on the link in your email, log into the system, and the event will open directly to the first page. So just some little housekeeping. You'll know that you're in the responding page by this icon here, and you will have the record ID and the adult name at the top of each page. This limits confusion if you have a few records open. Think of it as a virtual booklet, and maneuvering through the form is by using these links on the left-hand side of the page. Orange text indicates that there is data within the page. The first section is the reference, which gives you the React ID number, the date the report was submitted, the name of your adult, the approval status that the event is in, and who last updated it. So what's very important for the first step is to change the approval status. You will not be able to save or work out of the new report awaiting review status. So the very first thing you do is change the status to investigation underway. Once you click save, that field will turn green and you'll be able to proceed with your investigation. If you have a React coordinator to add to the record, just choose them from the drop-down list and click save. The first page has all of your contacts and people that are involved in the record. The first person is going to be the affected adult. So click on the affected adult ID to get more information about them. We want to check the system to see if this adult is already in our system. So click on Check for Matching Contacts. And you can see that there is no contacts found in that adult's name. Click Cancel, change the status to Approved, and then click Save. You would do the same for the suspected abuser or anybody else who is included in this record. At this point, you can add new people. If you have another suspected abuser, or you have a case manager or a physician or a DRC that you wanted to add as involved in this record, you can go ahead and click on Create a New Other Contact and just enter as many people as you have required. We're showing the AGA reporter details, and you can see that here. If you don't want that information to show on the first page, just select No and it becomes hidden. At the bottom of the page, it shows you who your BCPSLS React reporter is. Then click Save. Now we're going to go into the details page. And this displays what was first reported by the BCPSLS React reporter. You can update or change the information if necessary or required. Clicking on the Investigation tab, this is where we report our suspected abuse. So whatever was mentioned in the event description in the details page, you can enter what the suspected abuse, neglect, or self-neglect is. So I'm going to select Yes for suspected abuse, and you can click on as many items that are applicable. So in my case, it was physical abuse for the adult. Is there suspected neglect? If I choose Yes, another pick list is displayed. Choose as many as that are applicable. Same for self-neglect. Indicate whether you have or have not interviewed your adult. If you select No, there's a free text field on why you can describe why you haven't done the interview, and then any actions that you've taken. If I select Yes, you won't get that free text field, but you can still indicate what you've done. Any adult guardianship or AGA tools that you've utilized. And then a free text field for all your investigative notes. This is a really good field to just capture step by step on what you've done to investigate, what your stage is. So if somebody wants to get some more information about this record, they can click in here and see exactly what the status is. And choose Save. Now we'll go into Outcomes of Investigation to confirm what the abuse, neglect, or self-neglect is. Just confirming that our adult cannot seek support, confirming the type of abuse they sustained. And after investigation, I realized that there was no neglect, but some self-neglect, personal hygiene, and our adult wasn't eating properly. Indicate whether this is a formal request for a PGT and trustee to become SPG guardian for this adult. I'm going to select no because there was no financial abuse. Indicate your outcomes. And closing statement, if you have one, and click Save. Now we have an email tab on the left-hand side as well, so you can communicate to people about this record. It is best practice when communicating about an AGA BCPSLS REACT report that you always use this email functionality instead of going through your normal Outlook. You can send emails to the handler and the reporter. If you have an additional person that you want to send information to, you can put their email address in here. And then your note down below. Click Send a Message, and you'll see that the information has been sent to these people. Click Save, and we'll go back to that email tab so you can see the audit trail. This is a very secure system in using this email tool. No information is passed through the emails regarding the adult. Just an indication about what the record ID is and that you've been sent some information. You can only click on the link if you can click on the link, but you won't have access to the record if you don't have a BCPSLS REACT account. Next is the Templates and Documents page. You can upload attachments from your computer, and how that's done is just click on Attach a New Document link, choose the type of document you're going to add, give a brief description, and choose the file from your system. Click Open and Save. You can add as many documents as you need. We also have a quick report here. If you needed to take some information to a meeting, just a quick report about this person, you could choose this little report, choose Merge in MS Word, choose your affected adult, and confirm it. So the fields will be extracted from the record and put into this individual abuse neglect report. Click on it to open it up. And it'll just display your affected adult, the REACT ID, some information about that person, the case description, the suspected abuse and neglect, and scrolling down into the second page, it's a two-pager, the confirmed abuse, neglect, or self-neglect, AGA tools and outcomes and closing statement, and whether yes or no to a formal request for PGT to become SPG. And you can just print that out. It is confidential, so we don't share it with anybody who doesn't need to know this information. And then click Save. And that's all there is to follow up. If you have any further questions or you need more information, please contact me, the BCPSLS React Coordinator, Tammy Simpson. Thank you.